Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Sometimes in life all we need is a little guidance from someone who's been there before. In Notes from a Friend, Tony Robbins offers simple, practical wisdom to help us break through fear, take control of our emotions and start creating the life we want. In this video we will explore the key lessons from the book, from shifting your mindset and making empowering choices to discovering the strength you already have inside you. If you're looking for encouragement, clarity, and a friend to remind you of what's possible, you're in the right place. Let's get started. I will briefly summarize the lessons that Robbins teaches in this book and analyze each concept in a clear and simple way. Number 1, feeling overwhelmed, how to turn things around. The past does not equal the future. When we try a new approach, give our best and still don't reach our goal, we often hesitate to try again because we want to avoid the pain of disappointment. No one wants to fail again. No one wants to give their all only to feel let down. But according to the author, what matters is not yesterday, it's what you do now. Too many people try to drive into the future by looking into the rear view mirror. They don't realize that this will only cause them to crash. Instead, we must focus on what we can do today to make things better. The key to success is deciding what is most important to you, then taking massive daily action to improve it, even when it doesn't seem to be working. Robbins calls this personal power. It means being persistent in action. Every time you do something, you learn from it and find a way to do it better next time. We must constantly remind ourselves to focus on what we want, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to take immediate action today, even small steps. No problem affects your entire life, even if it feels that way right now. Don't let fear of failure stop you. Follow Nike's advice. Just do it. There are no failures. This lesson is about believing that even if things seem impossible now, they can be turned around. We all face problems, disappointments, and frustrations, but how we respond to them influences our lives more than anything else. No disappointment is worth giving up on life. Life is always worth living. There is always something to be grateful for. We must remember there are no failures. If you try something and it doesn't work, but you learn from it, then you've gained something valuable that makes you more effective in the future. Success is the result of good judgment. Good judgment is the result of experience. Experience is often the result of bad judgment. So we must keep going. If we keep striving to improve and learn from our mistakes, success will follow. The unstoppable you, being resolute. It is in moments of indecision that your destiny is shaped. We all have the power to choose. Ultimately, it is our decisions, not the conditions of our lives, that determine our destiny. If we sincerely want to change our lives, we must make new decisions about what we stand for, what we will do, and what we are committed to. A real decision is made when you cut off all other possibilities, when giving up is not even considered. When you make a true decision, you draw a line in the sand. You know exactly what you want. This clarity gives you the power to do whatever it takes to achieve the result you've chosen. Robbins gives the example of Soichiro Honda, founder of Honda Corporation. Honda never let tragedy, problems, or setbacks stop him. He chose to see his greatest obstacles simply as hurdles on the track to his goals. He believed there is always a way to succeed if you truly are committed. His formula for success was simple. Decide what you want, take action, notice whether it works. If it doesn't, change your approach. and stay flexible. Was Honda lucky? Perhaps, but for him, luck was the result of working hard with the right knowledge. It's not where you start that matters, but the decisions you make about where you want to go. Build your beliefs and take off. There is one force that controls all your decisions. It shapes how you think and feel every moment of your life. It determines what you will and won't do and how you interpret everything that happens to you. That force is your belief system. As soon as you form a belief, it begins to control what you can see and feel. Beliefs can shape your life and the lives of those around you. They are powerful, so be careful what you choose to believe, especially about yourself. Most people treat belief as if it were reality, when it's actually just a sense of certainty about the meaning of something. For example, if you say you believe you're intelligent, what you're really saying is, I'm certain I'm intelligent. That sense of certainty allows you to tap into the resources within you to act intelligently and achieve results. We all have access to the answers we need, if not within ourselves, then through others. But a lack of belief, a lack of certainty prevents us from using the abilities we already possess. The truth is, you can build a belief about anything if you find enough reasons to support it. You can choose what to believe about yourself and choose beliefs, and those beliefs chosen will shape your actions. What matters is to choose beliefs that empower you, give you hope, and energize you. What you see is what you get. The fastest way to change your state of mind is to change your focus. It's easy to slide into negative feelings, but this is why controlling focus is crucial. Even in hard times, you must focus on what you can do, on what you can control. Or focus so strongly on the future you're dreaming of that you feel excitement in advance. That energy will fuel you to start making it real. There are endless things we could notice, yet too many people focus only on the negative, on what they cannot control. When people lose control, they often focus on exactly what they fear and end up attracting it. Instead, we must direct our attention the right way toward where we want to go. The reality is, whatever you focus on moves toward you. When problems arise, focus on solutions, on your goals, not on what scares you. You will always attract what you dwell on. Questions are the answers. The best way to control your focus is through the power of questions. Did you know that asking the right question can actually save your life? Of course, there are many factors at play, but sometimes it just takes a different question. And asking it again and again with expectation, with certainty that an answer will come, obviously helps. Ask questions that could lead to wonderful answers. The author suggests some questions for solving problems. According to him, these questions prepare you to seek and find solutions whenever a problem arises. Some of these questions are: what's good about this problem? What is not yet perfect? What am I willing to do to make it the way I want it? What am I willing to stop doing now in order to solve it? How can I enjoy the process while I do what's necessary to resolve it? Robbins suggests that if you have difficulty answering any of those questions, use the verb could. For example, what could I be happiest about in my life right now? He also recommends asking yourself a series of specific questions in the morning when you wake up, and another set in the evening before going to sleep. According to him, this will help you feel good throughout the day and end each day on a high note. Morning power questions. What am I happy about in my life right now? What makes me happy? How does that make me feel? What am I excited about in my life right now? How does that make me feel? What am I proud of in my life right now? How does that make me feel? What am I grateful for in my life right now, and how does that make me feel? What do I enjoy most in my life right now? How does that make me feel? What am I committed to in my life right now, and how does that make me feel? Who do I love? Who loves me? What makes me feel loved? How does that make me feel? Evening power questions. What have I given today? In what ways was I a giver today? What did I learn today? How has today added to the quality of my life? How can I use today as an investment in my future? According to Robbins, these questions saved his life. They will help you change your focus and, by doing so, change your life. Once you know how to ask empowering questions, you can help not only yourself but others as well. Welcome to the great state of yourself. Most of us realize that how we feel emotionally affects how we feel physically. But few of us realize how true the reverse is. When we move physically, we are also moved emotionally. The two cannot be separated. The way we move changes how we think, feel, and act. Movement affects the chemistry of our body. From the largest actions like running, clapping, or jumping to the smallest facial muscle movements. The author says that by moving the way someone else moves, you bring to feel what they feel. Imagine you are a top quarterback who just scored the winning touchdown at the Super Bowl. How would you walk? Head down and shoulders slumped? Absolutely not. You'd be standing tall, proud. Your whole body would say, "I'm the greatest." Would that change how you feel and act? Without a doubt. So, how can you feel that every day? Find people who are successful and model the physiology of their confidence, their gestures, their breathing, their walk. Even better, model the physical movements you use yourself when you're in a powerful state of mind. You will discover that this isn't just a game. It's a way to tap into the incredible intelligence within every cell of your brain and body. Sow the same seeds of movement and breathe, and you'll reap similar rewards. And as you encounter role models of confidence, success, and happiness, you'll not only notice their physiology, you'll also start listening to them, to the structure of their language. The vocabulary of success. The specific words we use control how we think, and how we think controls how we feel and what we do. Words have the power to change how we feel. That's why we are so moved when we hear, even decades later, Martin Luther King Jr.'s words about his dream, or John F. Kennedy's call to service. Words change how we feel, yet most of us aren't even aware of the words we use when we communicate with others or with ourselves. Instead of saying you feel okay, say you feel excited. Instead of being interested, be fascinated. Instead of fine, feel phenomenal. You're not just determined, you're unstoppable. Backed against the wall, break through with a new metaphor. Every time you describe something as something else, you're creating a metaphor. Metaphors are like symbols, a quick way to say a lot. People always use metaphors to describe how they feel about things. For example, life is a battle and life is a beach are two very different metaphors and two very different ways of seeing the world. If you think life is a battle, you'll likely believe people are constantly fighting each other. If you think life is a beach, you'll likely believe people can enjoy life together. The metaphor you choose to describe your life or situation also determines the beliefs you adopt. That's why you must be careful about how you describe your world to yourself and to others. Ready, set, go. How goal setting shapes your future. When people achieve extraordinary, seemingly impossible goals, it's often said they were lucky or in the right place at the right time. But research shows that every great achievement begins with the same first step, setting a goal. Reaching the goal is less important than defining it and taking massive action toward it. The reason we set goals is to give our lives focus and to move in the direction we want to go. The more you prepare, the luckier you get. High achievers commit to continuous improvement. They never settle for good. They strive for better. They break their big goal into smaller, achievable sub-goals that lead to the ultimate outcome. And they celebrate each small victory along the way. This builds momentum and habits that gradually turn dreams into reality. Choose a goal that truly inspires you. Doing so releases the power within you to achieve far more than others think is possible. You give yourself an incredible opportunity to grow. Learn to set goals that are big and start defining outcomes. Make a map of the roads you want to travel in life. Know where you want to go and how you will get there. Be specific. The more detailed you are, the more likely you'll create the result you want. Finally, train your brain to believe this goal is inevitable. Twice a day, sit quietly for a few minutes and focus on your goal. Imagine you've already achieved it. Feel the joy, pride, and excitement of success. Picture and feel every detail vividly. The 10-day mental challenge. This exercise is designed to give you control over your mind by refusing to dwell on any single negative thought. The rules are, for the next 10 days, refuse to hold on to any negative thought, feeling, question, word, or metaphor. When you find yourself focusing on the negative, and you will, immediately ask yourself questions that move you to a better place. Start with the problem and use the empowering questions we saw earlier. Each morning, ask yourself the morning power questions. Each evening, before going to bed, ask yourself the evening power questions. This will work wonders for your state of mind. For 10 consecutive days, focus completely on solutions, not problems. If you have a bad thought or feeling, don't beat yourself up, just change it immediately. This remarkable mental challenge promises 4 results. Number 1, it will reveal all the mental habits that you have and hold you back, basically. So it's good to understand where the problem is. Number 2, it will train your brain to search for powerful, useful alternatives. Number 3, it will give you a huge boost of confidence because you'll see that you can truly turn your life around. And number 4, it will create new habits, new standards, and new expectations that will help you grow and enjoy life more each day. Number 12, welcome to a world of brotherhood. Robbins urges us to forget our own problems for a day or two, find someone going through something harder than us and help them improve even just a little. Give someone a small help, a small support. This reminds us of the true meaning of our lives and who we really are. It fulfills the deepest and most noble human needs to connect and contribute. It will transform you. So take the time and give yourself the gift that comes only to those who give selflessly. The better you are, the more you'll be able to give to others. Better yet, go beyond merely taking care of yourself, create an extraordinary life, an ordinary life to which you've simply added a touch more dedication, commitment, and love. These were my notes on Anthony Robbins' Notes from a Friend, lessons about shifting your mindset and making empowering choices to discover the strength you already have inside you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos. Take care.